Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my full day of eating shredding edition. So the calories for today is going to be 2,600 as a base. And it's just a protein. My goal is to get to 230 to 250 grams of protein. There's a fat, around 55 to 65 grams of fat, and carbs as much as I can get. So my goal is to get towards 300. If it's above 250, I am quite content with it. So in terms of the dry ingredients, these are the dry ingredients. So we have 100 grams of oatmeal, 30 grams of whey protein, and 20 grams of any sweetener of your choice at 0 calories. And as the base, or the binder, puts everything together, is oatmeal. I don't drink it by itself, I just pair it with stuff. I aim for 200 grams of oatmeal, and that's about it. And how can I forget my cup of coffee? Listen, just because it's coffee, it doesn't mean I'm not weighing it. Gotta put that shit at 0. Got this milk, and we want 100 grams, just a little bit more. Yeah, this is everything in total. I'll be having one more cup of coffee, so just imagine 2 coffees right here, and total is 640 calories, including my oats, cup of coffee, and the invisible coffee right here. So yeah, pretty good. Great start to the morning, and I'm hyped. So meal 1 is a meal that I have in the morning. This meal is a high carb, high protein, sweet dish. I eat this in the morning, and it keeps me satiated till 11 to 12, which is when I have lunchtime. And lunchtime, I have a normal meal, something that's high in protein, high in carbs, because I typically have lunch before my workouts. I have my workouts around 3 to 4 hours after my lunch, just to let that food digest. So meal 2 is going to be a high protein and high carb meal, which is one of my staple meals in this diet, which you're about to see right now. So meal 2 is done, pretty yummy, love it, feel quite full, but it's time to work out. And typically I can go to the gym without a pre-workout meal. I could just use my lunch as a pre-workout meal, but sometimes I want to get that extra edge. I'm waiting 3 to 4 hours after my lunchtime. I typically eat a banana or maybe some rice cakes with honey. In today's video, I'll be eating a banana just because it digests really quickly, it's not heavy, and it's just straight to the point, gives me that nice energy that I need. Again, you can swap it out with anything you want, but I like bananas. 100 calories for one, what can go wrong? That's gonna be my third meal. So pre-workout meal time. Workout is just around the corner, and you probably got a spoiler what my pre-workout meal is gonna be. It's a banana. Pretty good carb, fast responding, tastes good, also light, so I can work out like very soon. If I have a heavy meal, and like for example today I'm doing back, where I'm doing pull-ups, having all that food in you, moving around, not ideal. So we eat this and pre-workout meal. Post-workout meal is 270 grams of chicken breast, 200 grams of basmati rice with salad. And the only thing that's different apart from the size of the chicken is there's no like that special sauce. That's because the chicken was lower in like quantity than I wanted it to be, so I had to adjust my later calories, so my dinner calories. And I decided to add a salad, remove the sauce because it was high in calories, because make sure my macros are in check. But yeah, here's a perfect example of adjusting your calories. Sometimes you may not be perfect because of circumstances, like my case. The chicken was lighter than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be 350. It was 270, which could play a difference on my protein. So I had to increase my protein consumption in my last meal, which you're gonna see after. But if I do that, it's higher in calories. So it's all about fine-tuning a few things. But in the end of the day, worked out. I'm happy. But there we are missing one ingredient. I love salad because it helps volumize the food, fills you up. But there's also these things right here. This is rice cakes, the skinny one. And I typically get one, crunch it up into tiny pieces to add a bit of texture. So that's what I'm gonna do. 6 grams, and it's very low calories. I think it's like 20 calories. So let's get it. Finished doing some cardio. Essentially how my meals are, I'm not sure if I explained, but I got my breakfast, I got my lunch, pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, and also my dinner. And typically I do my cardio right before my dinner. This is, I have a fixed schedule, but I don't do cardio every single day. To be honest, I just don't. I should. I'm gonna go to the supermarket right now, get some steps in. I'm gonna have my last meal in like an hour or 2 hours from now. So let's do it. Dinner, a new meal that I included that I used to have many years ago is cottage cheese. Who would have known? Cottage cheese is quite good, especially if you get the low fat one. To me, it fills you up. The actual volume of food is quite high. I'm sure there's better options out there, but keep in mind that I do live in Italy. I don't live in America like most of my viewers do. The options here are a lot smaller compared to you guys. One thing I love about America is that you get insane options, and trust me, here in Italy, we don't have that much, so there is that. So that is the end of the YouTube video. Before we end the video, let's talk about calories and macros. So at the end of the day, I had 2,736. I did cardio, so I burnt a significant amount of calories, which allowed me to have more food. Many people have different styles of doing it. I personally like to do it like this. 2,600 without cardio is my base. If I do cardio, I eat more. Simple. That's how I do it. In terms of carbs, I had around 306 grams of carbs. In terms of fat, 59 grams of fat. And protein, I had 239. So that was my macros and calories for the day. Very successful day. And that's practically what I do every single day. Of course, some variables could change a little bit by 3 or 4 grams, but that's the same idea. If I do this every single day, I will get lean. Once I get to a body fat that I like the clip you saw, that was me before the bulk, so I was quite lean. And that was also like a long time ago. If I get back to that body fat, I'm gonna stop the cut and maintain that body fat and build muscle like that. So I do see myself getting to that body fat the next couple months, so let's just see what happens. So anyways, that is the end of the YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next video will be coming out on Tuesday. So I will see you guys then. Peace, boys.